Welcome to LaQuita's Toolbox, where we deliver relevant content in the form of tools that empower entrepreneurs to elevate personally and professionally. Good is only good until greater is envisioned. You know there's another level in you. Here we discuss the tools to get you there. Lean in as LaQuita and her guests present you with strategies and insight for unlocking your full potential to realize your boldest dream.
Welcome back to another amazing episode of LaQuita's Toolbox. I am your host, LaQuita Monley, and y'all, I am happy this morning. I'm generally a happy person anyway, but I'm real happy today, y'all. And I'm going to tell you why, because I have in the studio with me today none other than Dr. Cassandra Bradford. And y'all, you know she's going to be dropping some jewels today. If you are one of the few people that listen to the podcast that has not heard her episode, go back, listen to the first episode, then come back, run on back and jump into this second one, because it's going to be like a building block. You need to go back and get what you missed so you can be excited about what we're going to talk about today. But y'all, look, for real. Let me take a minute to thank my sponsor so we can get into this juicy conversation. I want to thank Covenant Press. And Covenant Press is a faith-based Christian apparel and accessory shop where we as believers can shop online for clothing and accessories that allow us to wear the message of the love of Jesus Christ. Go out to www.covenant-press.com. Again, that's www.covenant-press.com. Shop until you drop. Don't click off those pop-ups too quick, because I'm guilty of that too. Because in those pop-ups contain a valuable discount code that you can place in the cart at checkout so that you can receive some savings on your purchase with Covenant Press. Again, go out to www.covenant-press.com. Dr. Cassandra, how are you?
I'm doing great. This is a good day.
Amen. This is the day that the Lord has made, and we are rejoicing, and we are glad.
I need somebody on the organ. You can't come to talk like that. You know we get the milk. Okay.
We need an organ. We need a tambourine. You know. We need a few people humming on the motherboard. We need some folks up in here today, okay? My bad. That's humming on the deacon board. I'm about to
on the deacon board. Yeah.
Got it.
You know, I don't know. I know either, but you know, we gonna make it work.
We're gonna make it work today, y'all. We're gonna make it work. Listen, y'all know you got some jewels to give. In your previous episode, you were just blowing our minds with the amount of valuable information that you gave us concerning minority and diversity certifications. And let me tell you, my military community is loving that. They are loving that. You know that these things exist, but then you don't really realize how valuable they are to you. And because I am a military spouse and my husband is a veteran, a lot of our listeners are falling into those categories. So that episode truly blessed their hearts. But I'm going to tell them something right now. Like, y'all like that, y'all got to come to Dallas in just a couple of weeks to meet her in person. And she going to be dropping even more gems. You get to pick her brain and have some great experience. So, Dr. Cass, tell us about the stuff that you have coming up for those of us that are in the Texas and surrounding areas.
Well, the Run Conference is our 11th year. 11th year. 11th year. Motivating, exciting, and educating small business owners. There's one thing to get you excited, but there's another thing to teach you how to move to the next level. So, right now, I think I said this last time, my words for the past 3 years have been execution. I'm in execution mode. I'm not in finna mode. I'm finna do this. I'm finna do that. I'm about to. I'm going to try. Nope, those are not my words. I can't use any of those words because I believe that try is a premeditated lie. That's all a try is.
You don't say that. Try is a premeditated lie.
Yeah.
I'm on that one for about maybe 3 times. Then I'm going to have to own it.
Listen, a try is nothing but a premeditated lie. You're not going to try and eat the chicken. You're going to eat the chicken. You're going to eat.
I'm going to eat the chicken and be happy about it.
We're going to make sure. So at the Run Conference, I have 22 speakers. 22 speakers. We're going to be covering subjects like artificial intelligence. And I know that's a little scary for my veterans because y'all veterans may know something that we don't know. But artificial intelligence, automation, women-owned businesses fail because of technology, right? Because your baby boomers in there. So we're going to be dealing with automation, artificial intelligence, systems that will make your life, your business life run like butter. Okay. So technology, we're going to be talking to my people in trucking, transportation, and logistics. We're going to be talking about compliance. We're going to be talking about the black box, right? Trucking is a multi-trillion-dollar business. Did I say trillion? That's that.
Trillion. You just say million.
It's
trillion. Billion.
And guess what? Black women are making 7 figures, never being behind the wheel of a truck. So we got to touch an industry that is booming right now. Everything is being delivered, being transported from hither to thither. And I'll tell you something, we got some brothers that are buying airplanes, competing with DHL. I'm telling you, it's a great time in the neighborhood to be a small minority-owned business. We have folks that are going to be teaching you about real estate, how to buy the entire block, stop sign to stop sign. Also in states like Texas, Louisiana, Arkansas, and California, there's some other ones, you can turn your Section 8 voucher into a mortgage. Does not have anything to do with your credit score. I'm telling you, her name is Dr. Armstrong. She has been killing the game in multiple states on turning housing vouchers into mortgage. Can you imagine? You can be, I know in Texas, you can be on Section 8 for 15 years. 15 years, no, and you're in a house, you're not making a mortgage payment. I'm just saying. The rest of us got to work 15 jobs and sell ice cream cones on the side. But that kind of stuff, we want to know, how do you get into real estate and buy doors, right? Counting doors. We're going to be talking a lot about, I have a lot of folks that's going to be coming there with contracts like Mode of Care, one of our sponsors. If you got a car and you can transport patients in a car, or you can transport some organs from hospital to hospital or hospital to airport, you are going to walk away with a contract. So we have folks that's going to be talking about financial freedom. I have one young lady, I always got to brag. Her name is Tracy Y. Davis. She's going to be talking about the shoebox billionaire. It'll come to you in a minute. How many pair of shoes you have in your closet? Bros. How many pair of Jordans? Because somebody stepped on them, you can't wear them again. So how many pair now? If they're collector items, I'm not talking about you. But how many pair of Jordans? How many pair of shoes do you have in your closet that's not appreciated in value? And if you count up all those receipts, how much money do we have that we could have been billionaires?
Listen, you got me thinking, because my shoe game be strong. Like
mine is too. My husband almost got divorced because he went in there and numbered mine with sticky notes. I said, bro, did Jesus tell you to do that? That is sacrilegious. Thou shalt not do that again.
Listen, be better about doing nothing like that, because that brother's shoe game is real strong. And, I'm just saying, don't be messing with my shoes.
Man, but I'm telling you, I love the Run Conference. We have 4 stages going on at the same time. We're going to be talking about diversity, equity, and inclusion. You guys know there's a bill out on the floor, 5149, 5140, that they're talking about eliminating anything that has to do with race or color. They said that the only people that are disadvantaged are white women and veterans. Minorities of any ethnic background should not be considered as minorities. So there's a lot going on. So we want you to listen. Don't worry about the bill. Yeah, go investigate. Man, I'm telling you, people have been going up to Austin. So our state, our comptroller's office is always the first here in Texas to make changes. They started making changes with their rules and regulations. But across the board, this is a federal bill, right, that wants to eliminate any type of language. So when you start eliminating that type of language, you're going to get rid of a lot of folks that's dealing with Section 8. You're going to be dealing with a lot of folks that's the LGBTQ community. And so it's been on the floor before and it's sizzled and died, but it's back and it's back with a vengeance this time. And our politicians and our state departments, they are taking it serious this time. But at the conference, I'm not going to be talking about too much stuff political. I'm going to be talking about how do you grow your business out of your zip code? How do you grow your business out of your zip code? How do you change your zip code to a country code? Because a lot of us don't know how to do business internationally.
Come on now.
Contracts internationally are not like contracts in the United States where we got to get a contract, got to have a review by an attorney, a legal shield, and then everybody got to sign on the dotted line and red line. Listen, that's not how it is internationally. But do you know how to do business internationally? Do you know how to buy your lipsticks or whatever it is you're selling wholesale or by the lot, LOT, and then selling it to Amazon? Because Amazon has a minority program as well. And so I sit on the Black Business Accelerator for Amazon. And so the problem is not that there are not enough Black businesses. That is part of the reason, but it's because we don't understand supply and demand. So all of that type of stuff is going to be taught, not by me, but 22 powerful speakers are going to be in the room sharing information. We're not here to sell you anything. Now, if you want to buy, you buy, but we're here to teach you something.
Listen, you don't want to miss that. First. I don't care where you're coming from. I don't care if you're coming from California. I don't care if you're coming from Delaware. You know, if you're coming from the southern tip of Texas, because that's still yet a drive. You know, where you coming from? Get on your favorite mode of transportation and get to Dallas. Your girl is going to be in Dallas. So come on out to Dallas. Meet Dr. Cassandra.
Yes, come on to Dallas, July 15th. Yeah, July 15th. It's called the Run Conference. You can go to runconference.org, right? We got 3 days. It really starts the Friday night before. But that's our networking. Friday night is networking. Saturday is all day conference. We're going to feature breakfast and lunch. So you're not going to be sitting there with your stomach growling, right? We're going to give you some fuel. And then on Sunday, we have Billions Over Breakfast. And it's really teaching you how to grow and scale, how to monetize what you're already doing, how to identify maybe a new target market or a new customer. You guys already know I'm going to be talking about government contracts, how to find the giant client in the land, right? The giant client is the government. I'm giving you the secret. The giant client, the government wants to be your client. And guess what? They have the ability to pay your invoice.
That's the part right there. That's the part right there. See,
right.
July, y'all converge on Texas in July. Other than the fact that you will meet me in person, my wonderfulness, and you meet Dr. Cassandra and all of her wonderfulness in person, she has an amazing lineup of speakers that are going to be dropping gems, adding value, because that's a part of changing your mindset. Don't think about, we're going to be realistic. If you can make that investment into the travel, the accommodations, and having your face in the physical place in July the 15th, from that Friday to the Sunday, then that should be your appointed place of business. I said business because it's a write-off, y'all. It's an investment into your personal growth. It's an investment into your business growth. And that should be a part of your plan. Those of you that have followed me for quite some time know that I'm very big about personal development and professional development. And an event like this falls under both for me, because I know those speakers aren't just going to be talking about the nuts and the bolts of how to do these things. I know they're going to be talking about the mindsets that are necessary in order to get you to that 6 or 7 figures. Brothers buying planes, y'all. They are buying planes to remain competitive to the juggernauts that are in the industry.
In the late 30s. Late 30s.
Yeah.
buy an airplane. He says easier to buy an airplane than it is to buy a car.
Oh my.
Blew my whole mind.
Oh my. See,
I had to go back and do long math and short math.
Listen,
it's gonna be awesome.
listen, I'm excited, y'all. Y'all don't miss out. Don't miss out. You be there. I don't know if it's gonna be recorded. And it didn't even matter to me because I'm gonna be in person. Some stuff you can enjoy online, but some things you just got to be in person for. And this is one of those things.
It's going to be in person.
Yes, me
In
and
person. You gotta be there. I believe you're one handshake away.
Yeah.
From someone
Talk about it.
that can change the entire trajectory of your business. And I'll tell you, I get more aha moments when I'm at live events. So
That's
at
true.
the conference,
That's true.
we have so much going on. Yeah, we have so much going on. We have the think tank going on, right? And if you've never ever been to a think tank, it's like a mastermind on steroids. Now, we can't do a whole think tank inside of the conference. We're going to do it for about an hour, hour and a half during lunch. But I tell you, if you need help with your business, this is the time for you to get your business into the think tank. And then you'll have hundreds of people that want to help you. I'm a Zig Ziglar graduate, so I believe if you help enough people get what they want, that you will get what you want. So it's all about how do we help someone else to succeed. If you are a frog collector, let's say you collect frogs. I don't collect frogs, but you do. And so if I can tell you someone that can help you with your frog collecting business, how is that going to hurt me?
It won't hurt you at
So
all.
my job is to make sure it won't. So my job is to make sure that I'm there to help you with your frog selling business. So that's what it's all about. We want to make sure that we are really, truly, sincerely helping small business where they are. There's no one there that's going to be too big or too small. We're not putting on, well, I'm the $1 million hat and I'm the $20 hat. No, we were all at a $20 hat at one point, right? So we're all there to help one another, no matter where you are in your business. If you are a startup, if you are a seed business, a startup, an established business, I don't know where you are, there is something for you at the conference. I promise you, there's something that's going to be said, something that's going to be taught that should be able to change the trajectory of your business. Point blank, period.
Listen, y'all, you are the lady. It doesn't matter where you are in your business. You could be saying, well, LaQuita, it's in my mind. I haven't even started. Get here. And I say that because I've started and failed at a lot of businesses. I've started and had some success in some. But the best place to be at is where people are building you and feeding you so that when you start, you build a proper foundation and not have to try to just, go and do it now. I do believe in that. Go do it now, but do it now the right way.
Right.
So
calculate your risk. We always want to calculate risk. We got to calculate risk, right?
Yeah.
We want to make sure we're not putting our family at risk, our private lives in jeopardy. But we want to make sure we're taking calculated risk, of course. So we want to make sure that if you're just one of those people that talk about, well, I don't have nobody to help me, we're here to help you. I'm finna do that. I was going to do it last year. Y'all already said or tried to premeditated lie. I also believe if you went to bed broke, you should have never went to sleep. If you are working on your purpose, if you are trying to fulfill.
If you went to bed broke.
You shouldn't have never went to sleep.
Girl, I'm going to write that down. I'm telling you, I'm going to give you 3. I'm going to give you 3 quotes. Then it's mine. That's a beautiful thing. Because you hear people say, don't go to bed angry at your significant other. I've been with my husband 30 plus years. I have failed on that on numerous occasions. But y'all, don't go to bed broke. You got to finish your thought. Then you got to tell us how you came up with that.
Well, listen, this is when God gives you a vision, when God gave you the vision for something, you went, oh, that's so good. Ooh, and you just got on your computer and you just started typing and you're doing this, you're crossing your T's, you're scratching out, you're erasing, you're so excited about it because in your mind, you can see it. Well, that's just like when God gives you a vision, right? First, after we said we can't do it, I can't do that, too big, nope. Okay, I'm going to do it. And then you start getting little tidbits, so you get excited and you up to the wee hours of the night working on it. Well, what happened to that drive, that zeal, that zest? right? It's fizzled out, which is why you always got to, number one, surround yourself with many advisors. That's scripture, right? But stay around people that are doing things for their business where they're not stuck. If you're in a stuck group, find some pink paper and create you a pink slip and get out. I'm not saying turn your back on your friend
and get out. My God.
Right. My God, yes. You'll be all right. You can't go up unemployment, but I want you to remove yourself just for a minute until you can get over that hump, right? And that's what I mean. Get back excited. Revisit the vision. Ask God to show you the vision all over again. But apparently you forgot about it. You lost the vision. You lost the vision. So let's get it back. Let's get excited about your business once again. You quit your job. I'm quitting my job. I'm selling person. Now what happened? Well, ain't nobody buying person. Yes, we are. You may be exhausted that reason.
I love a cute handbag.
Yeah, now you know I need one right now. I'm going to California. I've been digging through what I got and none of them working. So listen, get excited. And that's what we want you to do. Get excited. We want there to be something said that's going to motivate and excite you into executing that business. So don't go to bed, bro. You're broke. Why are you going to see? Ask God to give you a creative idea.
Come on. And he will, because that creativity comes from him. And I'll paraphrase scripture, but it's scripture. Witty ideas and witty inventions come from above. They come from the source. The source is the Lord, and he will give it to you because he does not intend for us to suffer lack or want for no good thing. He desires for us to have an abundance. Come on now. But he did say a man that don't work, don't eat. So he ain't just raining manna from heaven. He going to give you the idea. You got to work it.
There you go. And that's what we want you to do. We want you. That's why you shouldn't have went to bed broke. It's time for you to work. You ain't that sleepy. Come on now. You didn't have less sleep than that when you worked in corporate America, when you worked for somebody else. Now all of a sudden you got to get 8-10 hours of sleep. But when you work for somebody else, LaQuita, I wrote an article last year called "I Sold My Soul to the Devil." And I talked about how I was more diligent when I worked for my employer than for myself. I remember before I left corporate America 22 years ago, the last company I worked for 7 years, I never called in sick and never took vacation. And then I started my own business. Now I need rest. Ain't that something?
Come on now. We'll allow. No, we can't allow ourselves to work ourselves to death, grinding and being diligent to serve someone, to serve another company. Like, we're in business to serve people, got that. But you replaceable. If you fall sick or drop dead, I don't care how good your benefits are. Depending on that prognosis or diagnosis, you are replaced with the quick. You replaced the day you went out sick, praise God. Like, you're replaced that day. Let's see how it's going to take you to come back and see if you get to come back. But if it takes too long for you to come back, you replaced permanently.
So I'm telling you something. Look, before you get out the door with your box of goodies, they already got somebody lined up for your position.
Yes.
Well,
I'm equipped with their notice. They don't care.
They don't care. And I'll tell you what, we will work fervently for somebody else, but we won't give our own business half the time. And so we got to stop that. And then we cry out to God talking about, I don't have this and I don't have that, and the people ain't buying and this, that, and the third. But sometimes the problem is us. So that's why I always say, hey, if you went to bed broke, you shouldn't have went to sleep. Ask God to reignite you with the vision. He will. He's a gentleman. He'd love to. He wants to see you excited. He wants to see you succeed more than you want to see yourself succeed. And so get around people that are actively inspired to do better, to take their business to them. I'm going to try this over here. I'm going to try this artificial intelligence. I'm going to try this automated service. at least they're trying. And then, because they're not just saying, I didn't research it, but somebody said, get up and do it. If it don't work, then that wasn't the one.
That wasn't the one. My husband tells our young adult kids this: the only failure in life is when you give up and when you don't try. That is the only failure in life, is when you just don't do it. Anything else that you have tried to do, you've succeeded because you've tried it. But like what you just said, you have people sitting around on the bench, on the curb, watching and waiting to see how this going to turn out for you. You are already actively doing it. So that's a victory. Maybe it don't work out the way you wanted to the first time, but you learn something. So when you do it the second time, oh, boom, you ready. You were ready. The only failure,
I'm calling you,
is not doing it.
yeah, it's not doing it. And you know what? I believe that there's so much more out there. There's so much, your business can go further. But, and I don't want to sound preachy, but I'm about to go there. So when we ask God to enlarge our territory, Lord, enlarge, we love that prayer of Jabez, enlarge my territory. He can enlarge his territory until he enlarges your capacity.
Oh, come on.
He has to enlarge your capacity first. So you don't even have the capacity. And what I mean is, and let me make it plain. If you say, God, enlarge my territory, I want to be a worldwide brand, but you ain't never left your city. So when an opportunity comes for you to go to another state or go to another county or go to another country, oh no, I don't know about all that. Well, you ain't got to eat them. But you're in this conflict. So God said, let me enlarge. If I enlarge your territory, if he will. But first he has to enlarge you. That means he got to make some changes in you. Right? You got to move some stuff out the way. Right? So it's just like when you go to the grocery store and you go grocery shop, that time of that month you go to Costco and you're going to get the value packs, right? And your little apartment size refrigerator ain't going to hold 50 cans of soda. But that means you got to move some stuff out of the way to make it work, right? You going to move them empty ketchup bottles.
Absolutely.
That old, so that's what God is doing. He's moving some things in you so he can enlarge your capacity. So when he get ready to enlarge your territory, you have room to receive.
Come on now.
So sometimes it's about learning.
Yes. Because even I've got multiple kids, y'all. So Costco, Sam's Club, and for those that follow us in the military, our case lot sale days where you can buy in bulk. Yes. You even know when it's coming. So you prepare ahead of time. You clean out the cabinets. You clean out the closet space you're going to use. You clean out the shelves in the garage where you're going to store whatever it is. You clean it all out in preparation to go and to purchase those items, to go in and receive the stuff that you want. Come on, woman of God, you just dropped a major revelation right there. Let the Lord clean you out so he can give you the more. Okay, come on.
He's trying to, but we get in our own way. We won't let him move some stuff around, right? Sometimes, like I went to Atlanta a couple of weeks ago, and I didn't want nobody to go with me. And my colleagues and friends go, "Why didn't you tell me you were going?" I'm like, because I went there. I didn't go there as Dr. Cass. I went there, girl, I had on a baseball hat and some tennis shoes. And people that know me know I don't wear flat shoes. But I walked in because I went in there to learn. I went there intentional. It was an intentional conference for me, right? And I'm like, I want to sit on the front row. I want to be on the road with the deacons and the deaconess. In case the water,
I got to absorb it, man. I got to absorb it.
And so I went there because I wanted to learn how to do business over in Afghanistan, right? So God is enlarging my territory. Everybody said, you better not go to Afghanistan, girl. You're going to come back as a concubine. I'm like, if you don't get someone to sit out.
Concubine. I can't. They didn't tell you gonna be a concubine. My God, wait. Oh Lord, the people.
You're the people. So I went there to learn. Now, guess what? I've been here moving stuff, shifting stuff. I'm changing my thinking on how to do business over in Afghanistan, what I need to do before I go over there, how I need to prepare when I go over there, right? So that way, when I go over there, I can get all my coins, because they thought my parents was pretty good money to go over there. So I need to make sure I'm not going just for the money, but I need to come back with my life.
Right? Yes. Come back with the coins and your life. And not a concubine. You accomplish them three things. Coins, your life.
I was trying to see if they had a concubine group on Facebook. I can't find. I just wanted to make sure I know, the rules and regulations.
On the internet. I'm telling you, I tell you guys, this was gonna be a fun episode. Like, you should have been taking notes this whole time. And you probably got about 3-4 good pages of notes just in this short amount of time. But that's all right. This is a podcast. So if you just got consumed in the conversation and you weren't taking those copious notes, hit the hashtag replay button. Start it over from the beginning. Get somewhere quiet so you could take some amazing notes. If you're driving, just hit replay again. Listen to it 2-3 times on your long drive so it can rest in your spirit. So you can make sure, yes, you get all the jewels. You get all the jewels. And y'all don't forget, if this is the first episode that you've heard with Dr. Cass, this is not her only episode. She has a previous episode with us on LaQuita's Toolbox. And you might be saying, well, LaQuita, you done said that, but you ain't even tell us where to go. What episode is that? My bad. I'm slipping. I should have told you the name of her episode. But we're gonna back that thing up, and I'm going to tell you which episode to go back to. And it shouldn't be hard because, like, for real, her name in it. So go back and look for her episode. My God. So Dr. Cass's episode is episode 4 of season 4 of LaQuita's Toolbox, and it's called Uncovering Success. Dr. Cassandra Bradford's keys to unlocking minority business certification. Y'all don't want to miss that. This episode is good that we having right now. And that episode is amazing. So you'll know more about what we're talking about here. Go back and hit that episode, hashtag replay, enjoy your drive, and listen to these 2 episodes and take away some tools with it. All right.
Now, listen, if you guys were born a minority or born a woman, or you are a veteran with a DD-214, you own at least 51% of your business, not 50-50. I guess I need to sound like I'm important here. You can qualify to become a certified minority woman or veteran-owned business. And I'm pretty sure you may not know anything about government contracting, but you've heard on the news infrastructure bill. Right? You've heard the word millions. You've even heard the word trillions. LaQuita, in my school, they never taught us to count over 100,000 because I guess, I come from a poor city. They go, you ain't going to be able, you don't need to know any more commas after that because you ain't going to know.
They become irrelevant.
But,
yeah.
But in government contracting, it can change the trajectory of your business because it's not just doing business with the city, county, or state, school district. You can do business with Toyota. You can do business with Walmart, Bank of America, Wells Fargo, Regions Bank, any ballpark. Let me tell you, NASCAR, any raceway. You like to, car racing is the longest sport. So
yes, it is.
What?
Yes,
so
it is.
what? Let me tell you something about NASCAR. They have the #1 tailgating. You thought your barbecue ribs at the baseball game, at the football game in the parking lot was the bomb. Go to a NASCAR tailgate. It is 3 days long, bro.
Listen.
So how many ribs does it take? And I'm gonna get ready to do math. You're on the problem math, so you gotta read the math problem.
Go do that public math for me.
I'm gonna tell you something. The one thing they run out of at tailgating for race cars is ice. If I sold ice, I will be an ice selling son of a gun. I'm gonna tell you that right now, because you cannot drink a hot soda or a hot beer because they're sitting outside in their campus, in their motorhome that they done drove across the street, waiting for the race. That's not until Saturday. Tailgating starts on Wednesday.
Yeah.
They partying on Wednesday, y'all.
For sure.
What
For
kind
sure.
of job you got to have to get off? I'm going to the race on Saturday. I'm gonna need Tuesday, Wednesday. I'm just gonna take off.
I mean, because if you're driving, you probably took off on Sunday night, depending on where you're coming from, to get there by Wednesday to set up properly for the tailgate. Okay, like racing is serious business. I'm married to a country boy, and whenever he would go out and drag, and this ain't even NASCAR. Whenever he go out and do that, it's an adventure. Like it's not for the faint and those that want to go home quickly. They real serious about that tailgate.
You know how we are. I need a real bathroom with a real toilet that flushes into a real sewer. Well, this ain't for you, sweet Todd. This ain't for you. This ain't for you. But I tell you what, that community is a community that sticks together. And car racing is a multi-gazillion-dollar sport. Don't get it. Don't sleep on it. Don't.
That's a very profitable industry. Very profitable industry for sure.
And I'll tell you what, I'm gonna tell you two industries that's hot right now in government contracting, and it's gonna blow your mind. DJ. If you are a DJ, DJs are rare commodities right now because it is summertime and everybody got music in the park, jazz under the stars, 4th of July. DJs are hot. You can't find DJs. They got government contracts now.
Come on now.
My DJ for the Run Conference, he tells me back in December, he got a 2-week contract because he's a veteran in Dubai and Abu Dhabi. So he is not going to be at the Run Conference. I said, I hate you and love you all at the same time. Boy, I'm so mad at you and proud at you. I don't know what to do.
Like, well, I'm so happy. Go to Dubai and Abu Dhabi. Get them coins. Have fun. But I hate that you ain't going to be here. Like, your heart was happy and sad simultaneously.
At the same time, I said, well, I don't know whether to tell you to go get a switch or come give me a hug. I'm so proud of you, mad at you so bad right now. But go and do it, boy. I'm going to borrow $20,000 when you come back. But he got a 2-week contract over Dubai. So I'll tell you, DJs are hot right now. So if you are a DJ and you got some ones and twos and you can team with somebody that can do the sound and the AV and all that kind of stuff or fly drones, you are making mad money right now. The second type of business that's hot right now in government contracting is if you can create some T-shirts.
Yeah. Wow.
T-shirt vendors.
T-shirt business.
I saw a bunch of contracts for cheerleading instructors, but number one is DJs and now it's T-shirts. Because these kids got to look alike. They going back to the zoo and they going out on these little, all the kids got to be in the same color in case somebody come up missing. Yeah, they got the football team, the track team, the basketball team, all of them got the same shirt. They all look alike. How many people on the football team? The whole football team, all 1,100 of them that's sitting on the bench and ain't playing, but they got all of them got a T-shirt, got to have a T-shirt. And so T-shirt business is hot.
Wow.
So you can tell me.
Both of those things would have never crossed my mind. But they're hot business in government contract. I hope y'all listening. I know I've said that a lot in this episode. I'm going to keep saying it until we end this episode in a few minutes. We have to be listening, people of God. We have to be in a position to receive. And that position to receive has nothing to do with your finances. It has everything to do with your mindset. Be in a position to receive and don't be finna to do nothing because that's considered, and I already told you.
A try is a premeditated lie. So you ain't got to ask no pastor. You don't have to ask the pastor. Pastor, you going to eat that last piece of chicken?
He going to eat it.
Well, I'm going to try to, baby.
No.
Your fingers will get caught up in the raptures. You go get him with the pastor and a piece of chicken.
Pastor going to eat the chicken and take the cold plate. I love it. Don't try is a premeditated lie. Like that's just resting in my spirit right now. Like, wow.
I got that from Dr. Wendy Talley. Dr. Wendy Talley in Los Angeles. She spoke 2 years ago, and that was her mantra. And every time I see her in California, we at the airport. Girl, I know you ain't gonna try and come pick me up. She's like, I can't stand you. I think you better come get me. So a try is a premeditated lie. And the last thing is, I know we run out of time. Pastors, nonprofit organizations are a business. They fall under the business.
Yes, they are.
So I know, we don't mix church and business, but we're in the South. I'm in Texas. I'm in the belt buckle of the Bible Belt. So we do here. But I'll tell you guys one thing, pastors, if you got a building fund, you can build churches with no money. You don't need to build a church. If you do, there are so many ways you can make money, pastors, and never have to go out and get another job. Pastors, you can build a church with no money. You build a vision and not the church. Listen to me, build the vision, not the church. If you build the vision and not the church, you can, if the God said that you're supposed to help men in reentry, build a reentry center, have the center lease a space to the church. Now you can get subsidized funding from the city, because in Texas and most states, your church sits on land. If you can turn a portion of that land into agriculture, means you're growing fruits and vegetables for your community, because you're probably in a marginalized community. Now you have solved the food desert issue. Now you can get a TIF grant from your city or your state. Now that funds your program. And let's say you want to sell that groceries or that produce on your property because you created a corner store. Now you get free employees from Texas workforce. So what are you telling me about you are still taking money for a business fund? So,
God, let me find a mic that ain't hooked up so I can drop it for the video. My God. My God. Listen. Okay, Dr. Cassandra, this is the deal right here, because I know we out of time. We're going to have to talk about this. We are out of time, but we're going to have to make it, because you right there, you just helped. Oh my God, you just helped a whole lot of people. A nonprofit organization, a church, it is a business. You had to go through all the steps to make it legal anyway. You had to get right with the state. You have to get right with the federal government. We have to do that part. Render unto Caesar what is Caesar. Render unto God what is God. And while we rendering unto Caesar, we have to, abide by the law of the land. And the law of the land says that this organization can produce a profit. Yes, it's a nonprofit, but it's still a business. We can't just lead the people right there. So y'all listen, Pastor, don't worry. Me and Dr. Cassandra are going to come back with some love for y'all. We're going to come back with some love for y'all here in just a minute, so that we could be a blessing to our nonprofit organization. Now, Dr. Cassandra, I know your schedule is tight. We're going to have to work on this and get this information out. I don't know if it's going to be a live stream, if it's going to be a podcast. It's going to be something.
We may be doing a LaQuita's Toolbox conference for church economics, because I'm telling you, Pastor, stop. We need to automate your church. We need to make sure that you are getting money. You are a community leader, so you're supposed to be getting paid as a community leader. Did you know that you are considered a community leader? You're a civic leader. You get paid for that. Oh, y'all forgot to go and ask the city to give y'all the money. Oops, sorry. We'll talk about it.
They got to know what's out there first. It is not your favorite big social media superstar mega pastor. I know that a lot of people have an issue with churches being nonprofit organizations and making money. But most of those people who have those issues don't understand the tax laws in this land. They don't understand business. And that church, the organization, it is doing what it's been called to do. But it can own businesses and multiple streams of income. The pastor and his family can have their own businesses that fall under that and owned by that entity, and that's how they're becoming the millionaires. The church, because people ain't giving tithes and offers is 10%, and I don't care if you got 50 or 5,000. Less than 5% of the people are actually giving. So you're not making Pastor rich. He better have 4 or 5 jobs to pay the light and the water.
So you can make you happy. To make you happy that you ain't paid nothing.
Ain't paid nothing. Like, oh, we're going to bless some people. Y'all heard Dr. Cassandra say it, people of God. We're going to have this right here. This is going to be good right here. You blessing the people. You blessed me, woman of God, always. Always blesses me. And this is going to be real good. So for those of you that are following and you are pastors, you have an existing ministry, you're thinking about starting a ministry, whether it's online or in person, Dr. Cassandra gonna bless your heart, and we're gonna do it from the LaQuita's Toolbox podcast platform. So y'all just stay tuned and see how we're gonna bless you and when we're gonna bless you. But it'll be so. It'll be so. Listen, Dr. Cassandra, I got like 10 more questions in my head. I know we don't have time, but we do have time for is run those dates again for the Run conference in July, and also let the people know how they can connect with you.
Run conference, July 15th, is at On the Levee, Levee Center. That's where the Run conference will be held, July 15th. You can go to runconference.org. You can call our office, 1-800-718-2425. I have an amazing team that will help you any way you can, whether it's about government contracts, whether it's about how to get to the conference, if you need a hotel room, if you need to know what kind of food we're going to serve, how much the ticket's only $103. $103.
Come on, that.
$3 go towards a nonprofit organization for school supplies. I'm going to tell you where $3 go to. Okay. So the rest of it is going towards food, really, to feed you. So we need you to get to the Run conference. It's all about you. We want you coming to me. I'm in the South. I'm in Texas. It's all about coming to my house. We're going to give you a whole bunch of sweet tea and make you feel comfortable. So get to the Run conference, July 15th in Dallas, Texas.
Awesome. Y'all get to the Run conference. We're going to see you there. You want to be on LaQuita's Toolbox? Listen, you've been talking about LaQuita, your guest list so long. Come to the Run conference, meet me in person. You might even get an on-the-spot interview. How about that? Come on out to the Run conference, get on the interview with LaQuita, but most importantly, get in these sessions so you can become the best version of your entrepreneurial self, because it's all about growing. We never arrive. It's always room to stretch, always room to grow, always room to increase your capacity. Come on out to the Run conference and let Dr. Cassandra and all of the amazing speakers help you do just that. Listen, guys, our time is up for the podcast, y'all, today, but don't worry, we'll be back next Tuesday with another amazing episode of LaQuita's Toolbox. If you are not a subscriber, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Like, share, leave us a comment. Let us know what you thought about today's episode or any episode that you've heard. We want your feedback. It is definitely important to us. And for all of our supporters, thank you so much to every one of our financial supporters. Without supporters like you, the LaQuita's Toolbox podcast would not be possible. If you want to become a supporter, look in the show notes. Click my Buy Me a Coffee link. And for as little as $5 per month, you can be a LaQuita's Toolbox sponsor, as well as having a one-time donation to the Toolbox. You guys be blessed. Have an amazing rest of your day. Take care. God bless you.